Hello Year 2 and welcome back to our online home learning. I'm here to join you now for some maths learning for us to do together. So let me share my screen and we'll get started. Okay, so we're going to begin with a little bit of a starter to recap on the learning we were doing last week together. So the first thing I want you to have a look at is I want you to draw two different representations to show 4 2's. Remember, 4 2's is just another way of us saying 4 groups of 2. So this could be 4 circles and 2 apples in each one. So have a go at drawing 2 different representations to show 4 groups of 2. Pause the video now and have a little go at that for me. Okay, fantastic. Hopefully you've had some time now to draw those 2 representations as a little bit of a recap from last week. Okay, now last week we were revisiting our learning on equal groups. We reminded ourselves of what equal groups are and we started to make equal groups. Today we're moving our learning forwards and we are going to be learning to add equal groups to help us to find that total. And this will be the step just before we come on to multiplying. So just before we begin, I want you to remind yourselves again of what are equal groups. Again, here's the picture to remind you. A quick reminder, pause the video now. What are equal groups? Okay, hopefully you can remember from last week what equal groups are. So equal groups is where we have the same number of objects in each group. We have 3 trains here and 3 trains here. Okay, so let's have a look at our first example here. So we can see some groups here. Now each plate, remember, represents one group. So this would be one group and this would be the second group. Okay, so first of all, we need to think about how many groups we can see and how many are in each group. Now, I wonder if these groups are equal. How do you know these groups are equal? So hopefully you know this. We know they're equal because each plate has got 3 cakes, the same number of objects. So I want you to have a go at this sentence then. There are blank equal groups with blank in each group. And then there are blank 3's. How many 3's are there? If this is 1 3, then how many 3's are there? Okay, so you're just going to have a little go with that one for now. So pause the video. How many groups are there? How many in each group? Okay, so hopefully you've managed to think how many groups you can see and how many are in each group. We will go through the answers to that once we've done our next part. So now we can see here a little bit of a recorded sentence. And we can see there are 2 lines and there's a symbol in the centre. There's an addition symbol. Have a think about, why are we using the addition symbol? Why are we doing that? Okay, so I want you to have a think about which 2 numbers are we adding together? And then what's the total of those 2 numbers? So have a think, see if you can have a go at writing down an addition number sentence to represent this picture here. Okay, hopefully you've had a chance to do that. Now also as a challenge, if you'd like to try and challenge yourself with this question, like we did last lesson, you may want to try and represent these groups in another way. So how else could we show these equal groups? What else could you draw to represent the same amount? Okay, so we're going to go through the answers together now to see if you've managed to get those ones right. So first of all, looking at how many groups we have. So there are 2 equal groups. We can see our 2 groups here with 3 in each group, there are 2 3s, which means exactly the same as 2 groups of 3. We know the 2 3s represent our 2 groups, and our number sentence was 3 plus 3 equals 6. Well done if you managed to get those ones right. Let's have another go at another example. Okay, this time we have some sheep. Now you can see your groups and you can see the number of sheep in each group. So this time I want you to complete the sentence and complete the number sentence. So there are blank equal groups with blank in each group. There are 3 blank. Okay, and we know that we need to add 3 numbers together. And we know that the total is 12 because we've been given the answer there. So which number are we adding in our repeated addition number sentence? And again, if you want to challenge yourself further, you could have a look and see how else you could represent these equal groups. Can you draw another picture to represent the groups and the amount in each group? Okay, so pause the video now, have a go at writing this sentence and writing down the number sentence too. Okay, hopefully you've had a chance now to have a look at this sentence and the number sentence. I'm going to go through it together. Okay, so here we can see there are 3 equal groups. There is 1, 2, 3. 3 groups with 4 in each group. So there are 3 4s. So the number we need to add in our repeated addition is the number 4. So our number sentence would be 4 add 4 add 4 equals 12. Okay. So finally, as a little bit of a practice before you start your main task, we have got some pictures of some pencils here. Now you're going to do 3 things with this picture, with this representation. First thing you're going to do is you're going to draw it. So you're going to represent these groups and the amount in each group in a different way. So this has been represented with pencil pots and with pencils. How else could you represent it? Could you represent it as stacks of chairs maybe? Or as tables with children sitting round, or with chairs sitting round them? So the first thing you need to do is you need to draw another representation. The second thing you need to do is you need to say it. So you need to say how many groups are there and how many in each group. So there are blank groups of blank pencils. And finally, you need to write an addition number sentence. So you can see we have 6 numbers here that we're adding together to find a total. So 3 things I want you to have a go at. Pause the video now and have a little practice before our main task. Okay, so looking at our challenge for today then. So your challenge is to draw a pictorial representation, so to draw a picture for each of these number sentences. Now just one picture we need. The first number sentence is 3 plus 3 plus 3. So you have 3 groups and in each group there's 3. So you may choose you want to draw baskets. So 3 baskets, and in each basket you have 3 apples or 3 cakes. Use this picture then to help you to find the answer to the number sentence. So we'd count in 3s to find our answer. So we'd count 3, 6, 9. So counting in 3s to find our total. I'd also like you to write the number sentence as well. So as well as drawing your picture, you write the number sentence and then write the answer. So I want you to do that for each of these number sentences. So for 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. For 10, add 10. And also for 5, add 5, add 5, add 5. Okay, and then finally, as a challenge for you, you have a true or false statement. So you need to decide whether this statement is true or whether it is false. Now you can use a picture to help to explain your answer, or you could use cubes or any other resources you have in your home. So it says 5 add 5 equals 2 add 2 add 2 add 2 add 2. Now remember what this equals sign means. Remember, it means the same as. So the left-hand side needs to equal the same as the right-hand side. So you need to find out, do both sides equal the same? Is this true or is this false? I'd like you to write a sentence to explain. So either write the word true and the word because to explain why, or the word false and use because to explain why. Okay, so you have your main challenge, and then if you want to challenge yourself further, the challenge X is there for you. Okay, and finally we have our word problem. Our word problem for today is a multiplication. Sorry, not a word problem, a number sentence. We have a multiplication number sentence. So we have got 6 groups of 2. 6 groups of 2. Remember, you could draw a photograph, you could draw a picture to help you to find the answer. Okay, pause the video now and see if you can draw a picture. See if you can find the answer to 6 groups of 2. Okay, well, the answer to 6 groups of 2 is 12. So well done, you managed to get that right. Okay, if you'd like to challenge yourself further, you can think about how many other ways can you show you're working out. Okay, thank you so much for joining me today for our maths lesson. I hope you really enjoy getting on with your challenge, and I will see you a little bit later on for our computing lesson. Goodbye for now.